Right, so I have two really bad character flaws. One of them, I always leave everything to the absolute last minute. I just do. And I procrastinate all the time. I am the king of procrastinators. Leave everything to the last minute and procrastinate. And this, I've always been like that, all through school and college. You know, I hated doing homework at home until the very, very last minute, and then I'd cram everything in. And then having that personality trait combined with my health, if you watch my channel for a long time, you know I have chronic fatigue syndrome, so I'm always tired, and then with that you get the brain fog so you can't think. So in combination of procrastinating, leaving everything to the last minute, being really tired all the time, and I've been really bad this last month, and not been able to think, means for the last 3 weeks I haven't actually looked at this, and I've got 1 week to do it all. I'm quite confident I can do it all in a week. I'd probably knock it out in a day, to be honest. But I'm going to sit down and actually get to it. I've kind of visualised in my mind what I'm going to do for the practical, but it should be alright. I'm not worried yet. I say one week to do a couple of pages in the folder, come out of lesson plan. It should be fine. I'm not worried. But I really do need to get on with it because the clock is ticking. It's Friday the 6th, 7th, what is it? What's the date today? Alright, it's Friday the 6th at the moment, so next weekend I'm going to go back up to Oxford and finish this course. So I'm going to find myself a pen, sit down, get to it. I'm home alone at the moment, there's no one here, so I've got no excuses, I'm awake, so I'm going to get on with it. Right, so in my folder, I know which bits I need to do because I've written homework by it. So this is what I'm working on now. I've got a progressive thing. I was thinking of something a bit more complicated, but I'm thinking I'm going to break it down to be more simple. So I'm thinking of Tai Sabaki, which is basically moving off line of attack with a block. So I'm thinking what I'd do for session 1, do something simple like a Sota Uke. Session 2, moving, and then session 3, moving with the block, and then session 4, moving with the block in the Kumite style, and then countering. So that's 4 different progressive things, and you have to teach one of them in the assessment. So probably something like 2 or 3, I reckon. Yeah. So I was originally going to do like the first opening moves of Geki Sari Ichikata. I'm thinking I'm just keep it simple. It's an assessment. I don't want to overdo it because I was thinking actually it's like 20 minutes. By the time you've done 5 minutes of warm up, 5 minutes of cool down, it only really leaves 10 minutes of actually teaching. So yeah, I'll keep it really simple. And it just says chosen participant development need. I hate these things, they word them really weirdly. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this. I've done everything that I think I'm supposed to do. Throughout various pages in the workbook, I've written down in the margins or at the top of the page homework, which is what I was supposed to do at home. So not to do the whole thing at home. So I'm going to go back to the classroom next week where I finish it off. So like this page said homework, although it was actually already done. We were told to do this page for homework and then we did it in the class anyway. This one says homework, but I've put on note paper, so I stuck a bit of note paper in there. So, in this one, the components of fitness. So it's cardiovascular, muscle strength, muscle endurance, flexibility, and body composition. So I have to do a bit of research on that. Then all these other pages I haven't written down that I need to do them as homework, so I guess I don't need to do them. And then basically all I need to do now is work out a 20-minute lesson plan for the Taisabaki, which I said I'd do. So things like preparation, identify resources and prepare these according to the planned session. I don't really need any resources. What they have is quite cool. They've got red and blue wristbands. So if people are having trouble telling left and right, then you just say left or red or blue. So, but they have them there already. Sure it's safe. Apparently when one of the other guys was being assessed, there's like a chair in the middle of the hall, and he just didn't even think anything about it. He just went and put the chair to the side, but apparently that was him being assessed. So, meet the participants, punctuality, and make them feel welcome. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, there's quite a few things you need to do, but most of this you just kind of do anyway naturally. There's a lot of this stuff, if you've been teaching in any kind of martial art or sport for a while, a lot of this you will just do without even thinking. So yeah, that's the written side done. I just got to work out a 20-minute plan, but not right now. I've got a killer headache and I'm tired. My fatigue has been absolutely bitch today, so I'm going to have a nap. Alright, okay, I'm pretty silhouetted. Yeah, I know this is terrible lighting condition. I am practicing the demonstration I'm going to give for like 20-minute class on a particular concept. Now, I'm not actually practicing in front of anyone. I was hoping to practice to maybe go along to my old dojo, or to go along to Sensei Les's dojo and practice in front of their students, but it just hasn't worked out like that. My CFS has been crippling me. I've barely done anything all month. So I did actually see my old sensei, just happened to bump into him down the local shops and had a bit of a chat. He thought I'd moved away already because I might be moving. And I don't know, the opportunity, I just didn't feel like the opportunity came up to say, can I come along and practice. Doesn't matter, I've got a really good imagination. I can pretend I've got students in front of me. I've taught so many classes, or help assist teach so many classes. I don't foresee there'd be a problem. I can anticipate what people might say and I can work on that. All I have to do is get the timing right. So what I've decided to practice is the movement. So I think it's something like Taisabaki with Sota Uke. So to move to the side with a block, and then I'm thinking maybe move in, strike, elbow strike. Obviously if you're doing that partner work, that could be moved into a throw or something, but I'm not going to bother with that. Literally just go for the movement in Hekadachi stance, 90 degrees with the Sota Uke, and an Epi in Shikadachi. This is obviously grabbing the fist, so it'll be move, block, grab the fist. Imagine there's an attacker there, you're grabbing their fist, strike in, and then maybe do a throw. I don't know. That's just, I was thinking of only getting as far as like there, so that wouldn't necessarily be a full pullback because you've got to visualise a fist there that I'm holding on to someone. Someone's standing right there and I'm emptying them under the armpit, like so. Or maybe do a throw. We'll see. I've got to get the timing right, so it's got to include a warm-up, a class and a cool-down. So I'm going to get on with it. It's been a few days since I did the practical and the final part of the classroom stuff for the coaching exam. I didn't film anything there. I did bring the camera with me on both the Saturday and the Sunday. It just wasn't really a good opportunity to film. And I've got the feeling that some people didn't really want to be on camera. So I didn't do it. The rest of the classroom stuff went alright. If you're wondering what I'm doing, these are 2 kilogram weights which I'm sticking on my ankles. I'm going to practice some kicks over these chairs. The sessions went okay. I kept asking the difference between coaching and instructing because I'm really used to instructing, and I don't want to sound negative because apparently I can sound a bit negative on my videos, so I do listen to my subscribers, but the person teaching couldn't adequately answer my question when I was trying to ask the difference between an instructor and a coach. That's all I'm going to say. There was one person who actually did help me out. So thank you to you. You know who you are, unless you don't watch this. But there's one person who wasn't actually teaching, but she did actually help me to understand the difference between an instructor and a coach, because I wasn't getting it. And they say a student is only as good as the teacher, and so there we go. So that's enough of that. The practical, I cocked it up basically. I don't know what happened. I went to some alternate dimension where nothing made sense. My timings were out, even though I practiced the routine. I did switch it up a little bit, but again, I was still cocking it up because we did a dummy run on the Saturday and I was told I'm instructing, not coaching, so I tried to change it a little bit, but I just completely cocked it up. I was talking at warp speed, I was talking like this, and I was like, do this, blah, 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 and it was a complete mess, basically. But then I did it again after one of the girls on the course. She helped me out a lot and explained to me what I really wanted to know, which I'd been asking, and she actually managed to actually show me what I wanted to know. And it was like, okay, well, if I was just told this on the course or like the month previous, it would have been so much better. So anyway, I redid the practical, and then the guy taking the assessment the second time said it was really good. And I'm going to do some migories over these chairs. So it's 2 kilograms on each leg. So I'm just going to do 20 this leg and then swap over. So, having said that, talking to the camera while counting is actually really difficult. So approximately 20. So anyway, after I redid the second time, it went a lot better because I actually understood what I was doing the second time. I got it that time. I mean, I've been teaching for years, or assisting teaching or whatever, and people tell me they like the way I teach and the way I explain things. So I know I can do that. It's just that for some reason when it came to being assessed, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I'll never know what happened. If I videoed it, I probably wouldn't show it anyway because it was so cringy. But the second time, when I redid it, yeah, the guy said it was excellent. He said it was really good. I engaged with the students well. I explained things clearly. I engaged with them. I praised them. I knew their names, and everything was really good. He said it was excellent. It basically took him like 30 seconds. He said, that was really good. Excellent job. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely perfect. Do it like that every time. So, yeah, that's what I should have done. And the first time, I don't know. As I said, I've kind of slipped into some alternate universe where the laws of reality didn't make sense, and I don't know. And I said to the guy taking the overall course, Ray, he wasn't always there in the classroom. He appeared sometimes, then disappeared. He's a very busy man. But he took my final assessment, the one that messed up, and I was just like, I don't know what happened. I said, I really don't know what went wrong. I can't explain it. And he was asking me, what, all sorts of questions. And I was just like, I don't know what happened. It just went completely wrong. But then I redid it and it went completely right. There was no in between. It just sort of, from one extreme to the other, nothing in the middle. Anyway, that's done now. It's got the paperwork and the folder and everything, so that's been marked. They say it's not an exam, but they are checking all the answers. Then that will get sent off to the governing body, sports first for sports, whatever they're called, and then hopefully I should get an answer. These my goes are very sloppy, aren't they? I mean, I know I'm wearing weights. I didn't actually warm up. I'm really feeling it. Warming up your legs before doing something like this, especially with weights, is probably a good idea. We did cover a whole section on warm up, and I know it anyway. It's like, now I just go into it cold. I haven't done a migraine in ages. Just stick some weights on and kick over a chair. Be fine. Yeah, so anyway, I should get the results through soon. I'm not sure exactly how long it'll be because Ray's got to check everything, and then he's got to send it off, then they've got to check it all, and then I should get a certificate through the post to say I am a, what am I? Qualified. It's not a license. He said right at the very last minute, by the way, it's not a coaching license, it's just a coaching certificate. And then a couple of us were like, what? We've done all this, and anyway. So I've got to find a use for this license now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. This qualification is not a license. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it now. I've got it. I know what I want to do with it, but again, it depends on my health, because as you can see, just doing those few kicks has completely worn me out. This is why I haven't been training for a while, because I get worn out so quickly now. But I haven't been feeling too bad over this last week, but CFS is like that. Sometimes I'm really bad, sometimes I'm okay. So anyway, that's just a basic update. So I'll let you know when the certificate comes. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you later. Bye.